Hey guys, there's a big update coming in Clash Royale! What is going on, you guys? It's Swarm3 from Swarm3 Productions, and in today's video I'm bringing you guys a new video that's going to be talking about the new update that's going to drop tomorrow, March 13th, so you guys better be ready for that. By the time this video goes up, it's going to be already like 2 days after, because like I said, I post every Wednesday. So this is one of probably the biggest updates are coming to Clash Royale, because not only does it deal with the troops, 4 new troops are coming now, and we have a new 2v2 battle for clans, and it's really freaking awesome. So I hope you guys do enjoy the video. I want to go through everything clear and precise, and so you guys are really informed about the new update, because this one is probably the biggest Clash Royale update we've seen, because the changes with the clan involvement, I guess you could say, because you have a 2v2 now, and it's not always like the casual 1v1, and it also changes a lot about the cards, and new cards are coming, so it shows a lot about what Clash Royale is probably planning. So first up, we have the Executioner. His axe hit radius increases by 10%. Like I said in my other update video, I didn't know why they decreased his hit radius, but they probably watched my video and they said, maybe he's right, they just brought it back to normal. It says we're returning some of his former glory, his original lane control power, to compensate the upcoming bug fixes. So we obviously see that they just wanted to bring it back to his old ways, and there's some bug fixes coming as well. Next up, we have the log. Damage decreases by 4%, and the range goes down from 11.6 to 11.1. A bit less chip damage to towers and slightly shorter range will help tone down his highly used card. Now this card, the log, has been used a lot, and I've kind of noticed, especially in my arenas when I come to Arena 9, a lot of people tend to use it. So I mean, it's a good toner down, I guess you could say. The arrow's projectile speed is up 33%. So now for those of you who use arrow a lot, this is going to be a little bit beneficial to you, because now the arrows are more faster to when they go to any tower or to take out any troop. It says here, your giant is often dead by the time arrows land on minion who are attacking it. So we're making them fly a bit quicker, seeing as not everyone is a Jedi. I like their little Star Wars reference. But yeah, they're trying to make it so that, if you have any incoming troops like, skeleton army, minion hordes, or anything like that, you can take them out a little bit easier with their arrows. It might as well now be seen to use more of the arrows, maybe instead of the fireball, but it depends how you're playing the game and everything, so we'll see how it goes. Next up, we have the clone. The clone no longer resets charging troops. Now what by that, what it means is, basically, if you have a Sparky, for example, and you deploy it, and by the time it gets to your tower and it's fully charged, if you clone it, basically what happens is the one that you cloned, right? The one that you cloned, it still has that charge ready, so it'll be ready to fire, but the one you cloned is going to reset. It's going to act like you just spawned it in. So it says here, this is a nice quality of life improvement for the underused clone spell. Troops affected by a clone will no longer stop charging, be it a charging prince or charging up Sparky. However, the clones themselves will start charging from scratch as if just deployed. Alright, you guys, so now it's going to be definitely seen that people are going to use the, clone a little bit more, especially for the charging troops, because I thought maybe people didn't like it when it came to using the Sparky or the Inferno Dragon or any of those, so we'll see how much more the clone will be used. Next up, we have the Lumberjack. His rage duration goes up 1.5 seconds and 0.5 second per level. It says here the change is for consistency with the rage spell, but it also serves as a little boost to the Lumberjack. So basically what we're seeing here is the duration of the rage is a little bit better and has more damage, I guess you could say, per level. Next up, we have the Bomb Tower. Now, the Bomb Tower is actually getting a really big buff. It says here the Bomb Tower's projectile speed goes up 66%. A slight boost to help the Bomb Tower hit faster moving targets. This is definitely good when you have Skeleton Army or anything with massive numbers, especially when it comes to the Witch or anything of that matter, because when you have the Bomb Tower, yes, it's a good defense, but at the same time you want to make sure that that tower can handle whatever is being thrown at it. Next up, we have the Electro Whiz. No longer permanently stuns. Now what that was is basically, in some gameplays and stuff, there was a lot of problems with mechanics. It says here, this is a fix and clarification of the stun freeze mechanics. All stun freeze effects will now pause the target's attack, causing them to retarget when they resume. Exceptions are Sparky, Inferno Tower, and Inferno Dragon, which will still be reset by stun freeze effects. Basically, it's like a little bit more clarification to its stun and freeze mechanics, because stunning is just like a zap stun, but freeze is more like an actual freeze spell, so there's a difference, you know. Next up we have the tornado. The tornado can now be placed on top of buildings. So basically, if you have somebody, let's say for example, is going to throw a goblin barrel or anything of that matter, or even the miner, you can just put the tornado right up top, and basically what happens is you are able to get the goblin barrel, the miner away, or even if you're going to attack, you can use the miner goblin barrel, and you can put your tornado on top of the building if there's any incoming, maybe, you know, skeleton army, minion horde, or anything of that matter. So you're pretty much set for that. Also, you guys, I wanted to tell you guys one more thing. This was on top of the notes on the Clash Royale. It says here, the way we approach card balances in Clash Royale is a combination of playtesting and looking at the stats, in particular card use rates and win rates. You can expect monthly balance changes to keep gameplay fine-tuned as fun as possible. In this round of balances changes, we were making a few smaller card tweaks for consistency and quality of life improvements. So we obviously can see that a lot of it goes into the actual card and the use rate and winning. So let's say for example, if you have like a card, let's say, you know, arrows, right? You use arrows a lot, but you know, you tend to lose a lot. So now they're gonna make it so that if you use it a lot, but you lose a lot, you're gonna get like a little bit of a buff. You know what I'm trying to say? Basically, they're trying to make it so that, you know, if you're using that card a lot, you should get something at least fair. You know what I'm trying to say? So like it says here, you can expect monthly balance changes to keep the gameplay fine-tuned. So that means we will be probably expecting monthly changes to the game, you know, whether it be like new card updates or new game-changing like ideas, like I said earlier, like the 2v2 and stuff like that. We could expect a lot more from the update, you know, and you know, hopefully we can get good tweaks and stuff. I don't want to have a freaking bomb tower that has 9999 health and all that, you know, because I want to make sure that the game stays with its range, you know, it stays right where it belongs. You know, I don't want it to go too crazy, you know, making like one card too overpowered, one card too nerfed and everything. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, and you know, hopefully Clash Royale does their job correctly. I'm not saying that they're not doing their job right, I'm just saying, you know, they make sure they keep like the balancing correct, you know, because with the new cards coming and, you know, with future cards coming as well, we want to make sure that the game stays to its original roots and doesn't go into like some pathway of, you know, whatever. Alright guys, now we're going to be talking about the new 4 cards that are going to be coming in Clash Royale. So the first card we have is a Bandit. It is a legendary troop, and the Bandit is a, I guess you would say like a mini prince, because in the stats it says here it's like a dash range and it has dash damage. So basically it kind of does like a charge damage. It has 750 hit points, has 160 damage. It does a dash range from 4 to 6. It targets ground only. It's a melee. Deploy time is 1 second. It's a fast troop. It hits only 1 second. It dash damage is 320 and it does 160 damage per second. The Bandit dashes to her target and delivers an extra big hit. While dashing, she can't be touched. The mask keeps her identity safe and gives her bonus cool points. That looks pretty freaking nice. Alright guys, the next card we do have for the next update is called the Bats. They are a common card. They are a troop. But the weird thing about it is when I saw it in Nick and Knight's video, and the thing was, it says in the little like descriptions of 4 tiny flying creatures with big ears. Having big ears doesn't mean they'll listen when asked to stop attacking it. It is weird because it says 4 on the description, but it says count 5. So we could be expecting maybe like a new minion horde, or maybe in between minion horde. We don't know. It says it has 67 hit points, 67 damage, targets air and ground. It is a melee troop just like the minions. It has 67 damage per second, has a 1 hit speed. It's very fast and has a 1 second deploy time. Another thing that you are probably noticing in these pictures right now is that it says show tournament level. Basically what that is now you can see what your card level would be if you were playing in tournament standards. So if you were to press it, you could probably see that the, you know, maybe if you have a level 4 witch or something, it'll probably be tuned down like level 2 into tournament standard. So that's actually a pretty good thing in the new update as well. Just wanted to throw that out there. Next up we have the heal. Now this was like a Clash of Clans specialty, because if you had the heal with like the giants and the wizards and everything, you were golden. Like, you were literally gonna get a 3-star. It says here, heal your troops to keep them in the fight. Friendly troops are healed over time while in the target area. Doesn't affect buildings. So it has a healing time of 176 per second, has a 3 tile radius, and it has duration of 3 seconds. I like this card because not only does it keep it like a Clash of Clans like memory to me, but also it's like a new feel, because we didn't really have anything to heal. We had more of like damage, you know, like poison. freeze, like lightning, fireball, arrows. We've always had like damage, but now we have actually a new playing card to the field. It has like a heal, especially it's a really good card because it's a spell, but it's also rare, so it actually keeps like a nice feel to it because it's really like a blast from the past to me. And also, it's just a really nice card to have. Alright, you guys, now the next card is the Night Witch. Now, the Night Witch is probably a little, like, odd to me because if you think about it, she's just a witch, but at night, but, it's not the weird part about it. It's just that it kind of reminds me, or it kind of makes me think, does Clash Royale have new variants and stuff? Because when you look at, the wizard, there's the Ice Wizard, there's the Electro Wizard, and there's the regular wizard. That's like the trio brothers. Now we're going to have the Witch and the Night Witch, so it's probably a new feel to the card, and basically it's like a new version or maybe like a different variety. We could probably see like new variety cards in Clash Royale soon. It's the Night Witch. It's a legendary troop, summons bats to do her bidding even after death, and if you get too close, she isn't afraid of pitching in with her mean looking battle staff. She has 750 hit points, 285 damage, but now keep in mind, it's not splash damage like the Witch, she's direct damage. Her spawn speed is 5 seconds. She targets ground, she is a melee, 190 damage per second. Her bats come out level 9. Her hit speed is 1.5, and she has a medium speed, and she's deployed at 1 second. Now, one thing I don't like about this card is just that it's a legendary, because it really does get annoying when legendaries come out, like I don't get them, and it's really like, it doesn't make the game so fair, because if it's only a legendary, then there's no way can I get them and make videos on them. But it's not even just about the videos, it's always like, how can I even enjoy the new card that's coming out, So there's like some bad to it, but also it's like a new feel to the game, We actually have a Witch, but it's actually spawning air troops this time, so it's actually a really nice feel to the game. But I feel as if the one thing they could probably make different about this card is maybe the bat level, maybe decrease it to maybe 8 or something, because if you spawn them at level 9, it's pretty high level, and who knows, maybe in like the newer updates that are going to come out, they're going to probably nerf her at bats or something, so we'll see. Alright, you guys, and this is probably the biggest thing I want to talk to you guys is about the 2v2s. Now, for some of you who guys don't know what the 2v2s are, basically in your clan you can choose a player. I think you choose a player and you have 2 other players going against you, so you send the request and boom, you have the 2 connected king towers and the 2 side towers, and it's really fun. It mixes up the game really much. I really like it because not only does it give a new feel to the clan, but also gives a new feel to the game. It's not only a new feel to the game, but it also gives that new feeling around to the the game, because like when you have a 2v2, it's like you're working together and the communication and all that, so it's a really fun game mode and everything. And the one thing I like about this most is that when you think about it, it also, in a sense, is good for like tournaments and stuff, like if you're competing in the clan, or if maybe in the new update something, when they do like for example tournaments or anything, and they do a 2v2, that sounds like really awesome. It's like really fun and everything, so it gives like a really new feel to the game. It can make it really as much exciting, especially when you're like in the high arenas or everything, especially when you're in the low arenas, especially because it's always fun to mix it up. And one thing I kind of like don't like about it is that the deploy time, because when I was watching Nick at Night's video, like you could see that for example, he was with one of his collab partners, I guess you could say. When he was deploying his troop, basically you didn't see when I actually hit the floor, so it's kind of like a delay in a sense. But I mean, if you're working with the connection of 4, basically that's gonna happen, but I'm not complaining. Alright guys, now we're getting into the final part of the new update, introducing the new leagues and the new arena that dropped. So as you can see right here, we have a pretty difference in the arena now, because if you check a look, Hog Mountain, we never had Hog Mountain. It was legendary arena for the 3000 in Arena 10. That was like our highest and the last arena to be brought upon. But if you look here, we have a new legendary arena, which is at 3800 trophies, and it looks pretty freaking nice, because when you see a bunch of replays and stuff, especially from like Clash Royale TV and all that. But when you look at here, we actually have the new leagues that came in the new update. So if you take a look, if you have above 4000 trophies, you are in Challenger 1. If you're in Challenger 2, you have above 4300 trophies. If you have above 4600 trophies, you're in Challenger 3. Now it gets into a little bit more of higher trophies. It's like a giant gap, because it goes from 46 to 49, and you're in a different considered, league. So basically now, if you have above 4900, you are in Master 1. If you're above 5,200 trophies, you're in Master 2. If you have above 55 trophies, you're Master 3. Now gets to the others. Champion 1, you have to have above 5,800 trophies. Grand Champion, 6,100 trophies. And for the top of all, 6,400 trophies get you the Ultimate Champion. Now, every league and every spot here has their own kind of rewards, their season rewards with this new chest. And now this chest is a really nice chest. It has a choices kind of chest, I guess you say, because literally I'm gonna post some screenshots. Basically what happens is they'll give you gold and gems, no problem, but then it comes to common, you'll choose commons. When it comes to rares, you choose rares. If you get epics, you'll choose your epics, and if you're lucky you get legendaries, you choose between legendaries. I found that to be really badass because you're choosing between legendaries kind of helps you so that if you don't have a certain legendary, you can get it, and if you want to level up your legendary, you could get it to level 2, 3, 4, whatever the case is. So every arena has, or I should say league, has their own rewards, especially when you go like to your epic chests, your giant, your magical, and everything. So it's pretty crazy how high people in Clash Royale can get. I want to look, what are the top players now? Let's see. Where do we check? Alright, so the top players globally are 4,925, but I could probably expect people to just fly to the top. So 48, 49, let's check local. Yeah, 4,900. So far people are just going to try to climb up there, but I'm going to definitely be seeing maybe in like a month or two, people are definitely going to Ultimate Champion like no problem. So we'll see how the new update goes. And one thing I kind of find weird is that why did they name Arena 10 Hog Mountain? They could have probably made it like something else, but you know, who knows? It's just a mountain apparently for a hog. But anyway, you guys, I think that's pretty much it for the video. You know, I'm probably wearing other shirts or anything. That's probably because, you know, I'm making these parts differently into the video because I was actually recording one video yesterday, but when I was looking into like Clash Royale and, you know, the new updates like Nick and Night and stuff, I just had to make a video. Hopefully you do guys enjoy the video and give it a thumbs up if you guys do, and let me know if you guys want to see more of these, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.